Welcome to another episode of Toko Talks. Today is just me, so don't run away because I'm not going to bite ya. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Toko Talks. This is episode 2. Episode 1 was a very long time ago with my wonderful friend Faith. Today is just me. This is going to be my setup for when it's just me. Anyway, I went out today, so that's why I'm still wearing my coat, because in this cost of living crisis, even when the heating's on, the house still feels a bit chilly. Today's conversation is on completion, on completing things. I can't even say I'm the biggest procrastinator, because I've met a lot of people who probably trump me when it comes to procrastinating. Because as much as I like to think I don't get things done, I think my issue is that I start a lot of things rather than starting one thing and completing it. However, I have a lot of interests. I have a lot of things that I enjoy doing and I'm quite good at. And I think right now my thing is just figuring out the when and the how to complete one or the other. However, there is one thing that I've gathered from many a conversation, is that there's going to be a point in your life you need to prioritize something. So I've currently been on an artist development course for the past 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks now. And so my something that I'm prioritizing is my career as a musician. I'm putting my thoughts into it, my time into it, my emotions into it, my prayers into it. And what I found is that in focusing on that one thing, it has been intense. It's been intense good, but it's been intense. And the only way that I could start and complete something was by joining this said course, because if I said to myself, oh, I'm going to sit at home and figure out how to maneuver this music industry, would it happen? Would it happen? I don't think so. These lot really want the best for us. So once we've submitted ourselves to it and we're going to these sessions and we're putting the work in, something is being completed over these period of weeks. So that's the first point I want to make, is that it is very important to be accountable to people if you can't manage yourself. Of course, you're still going to put the work in, but at least having someone who will check in or you update them will put some kind of healthy pressure on you actually getting things done, or at least airing out your ideas, airing out your concerns and seeing if timelines are going to change in terms of your plans. Now, as I continued thinking about this whole completion thing, I just had to remind myself of what the word says, okay? He who started a good work in you shall complete it. We are God's handiwork. He has fashioned us for a purpose. So I want to remind us that wherever we are in our lives right now, no matter what circumstance we're going through, whether it's a victorious time in your life or a difficult time in your life, God will work everything out. This chair is squeaky. I didn't know that. God will work everything out. Personally, life has been hard. I know life has been hard because I've spoken to people. Life's been hard for me. Life's been hard for my friends. Life has just been lifing. And I think if we don't actually identify the certain things in life that are lifing, so we can see the start point of it and the possible end point of it, we are just going to be floating in the air like a leaf. And I don't want to float in the air like a leaf. So in actually allowing myself to have conversations about the completion of things, whether it's the completion of an idea, even a conversation, even a certain situation you're going through, there is a beginning and there is an end, okay? God knows the beginning from the end. Sometimes us as humans, we need help to actually remember where the root of a problem is. Maybe we weren't able to identify it because it was a cluster of roots, but there is going to be an end. Nothing is eternal. Nothing is just continuing forever. Nothing. Okay? And I think that's one thing that gives me hope. It's like, you know what? In this life, I can't guarantee anything. So I might as well just try. I may as well try. There are certain things that I don't have this attitude for, which is why I'm on this course, because I'm like, I do want to try. putting music out. I do want to be brave and all this kind of stuff. But if I don't have a starting point, there will not be a ending point. And that's just within the journey, having little mini starting and ending points. Okay, today I'm going to try this month to write, for example, 2-3 songs. End of the month, let's see, where have we gotten up to? Now the songs are done. Am I going to put them out? I should put them out. Am I going to have a video concept? What's the plan? There needs to be a start and an end. Sometimes I have something in my schedule that I need to start. Because if I keep allowing other plans to come in the way of it, that thing will never begin. It will never begin. So I feel like this conversation is going round in circles, but that's ironic since it's got a start and end somewhere. So the starting point is the ending point. But it's just a reminder to us that tomorrow is not promised. Next week is not promised. Start. The the one thing I've been hearing so often, even from myself, is, but what if it doesn't work? Okay. That's the answer I'm getting is so. If it fails, then what? Literally, if it fails, then what? Are we trusting in the Lord, or are we leaning on our own understanding? Are we acknowledging Him in all of our ways to make our path straight? Are we? Because I want to trust in the Lord, but I got to take steps. I want to trust in the Lord, but I got to start doing the research. I'm trusting in the Lord, but I have to do something alongside it. I cannot sit in this seat and just say, I'm trusting in the Lord for every career step in my life, but I will never apply for a job. I will never go outside. I'll never talk to people about my hopes and dreams and aspirations. I will just sit in my bedroom, eat, sleep, and repeat and hope for the best. You need to develop the skills that God has given you. You need to put yourself somewhere there. You know, there are people who have had certain experiences that will make them not want to put themselves in certain situations, and that's okay. But let us make ourselves accountable to someone so that they can at least encourage us or help us to... That's so annoying. I should have silenced it. Or at least help us to rationalize our thoughts. If it happens one more time. I think that's really just today's message, is to bring things to completion, to bring things to fruition. Tiny things, larger things, everything has a beginning and an end. And so I really hope that we take time out of our days, out of our weeks, to ask ourselves, what have I begun that I haven't completed? And is it time for me to complete it? Is it time for me to get to the end of it? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope it wasn't too waffly. Because guys, when I tell you, you already know I can talk for light years. So I'm trying to keep these episodes short and sweet. They may get longer. They may. But today I have been out, so I'm very tired. And I'm just gonna take care of myself. What should I start this evening? I'm gonna start writing a song, and I'm gonna aim to complete this song by Thursday. Will I update you guys? Maybe, maybe not. But I hope that this video has inspired you to start and to complete and to keep leveling up in whatever it is that you love. Okay? God will get you through it. He's put that desire in your heart for a reason. It's not there in vain. God loves you. I love you. Now I do the TikTok thing. Don't come for me. But yeah, man. Bye.